Alex played Loki solo.
Attack left lane.
I see gay bulge and I'm out.
No.
Being born from a pimple is just so metal.
Attack the Gold Fury.
God, I'm finally fucking winning lane and everyone else is losing.
Group up.
We did. He's in better position than Dad is, so...
Oh, you're fuzzy-wuzzy. Let's not hurt them too bad. Let's make them scream!
Oh yeah. Oh fuck yeah, bud.
Get in the backpack.
Split push!
Howdy, folks. Welcome to Split Push. It's a Smite podcast, here from the casual console perspective. Today is episode 29. We're growing up, boys and girls. Speaking of boys and girls, along with me here today is my daughter Beagle Girl.
Hello. What's up?
Ooh, a little different today.
Hello.
And then we got my buddy Guy.
Howdy, folks. Oh, wait, that's not my line.
And we got Yuki.
A moment of silence, please. Thank you. I'm out of beer.
Oh,
no.
I thought it was for Weekend and the LG boys.
Oh, yeah. We'll get to that. Last up here is Dirt Nap Dan.
What's up?
Oh, there's the Beagle call.
Someone
All
had
right.
to do it.
Yeah,
Wow.
somebody did. So it's been an interesting week. A lot's been going on here as far as we got some SPL stuff happening this week. We've been kind of helter-skelter ourselves. I haven't been grouped up as much lately, but that has led to getting into some groups with some other friends, too. So
Yeah.
looking for... Oh, what?
Yeah, we, buddy of mine from work, longtime League player, known him for a while, got himself a PlayStation, hopped into Smite, and, at least he has an excuse for being that out of position. He's new.
Gangsta.
Oh, I see where you went there, Yuki. It hurts, man.
He's a
It hurts.
gangsta.
So, well, anyway, let's kick off this week's Games of the Week. And I told Beagle she can go first tonight.
Why, thank you. Okay, so, past 2 days I've actually have been playing with my younger brother. And it's been fun. I played some really good games. And I just have to say, I swear, people Alex's level know how to play this game more than people our level. Like, oh my god. So, I actually wanted to try jungle, so one of the first games I played with him, I did Pele jungle. The game only lasted like 20 minutes because they surrendered, but I was doing really good, and I was really proud of myself.
Oh, heck
I was playing
yeah.
Pele, I went 6, 1, and 3. Alex was, Alex was Guan Yu in solo lane, and we had an Agni mid, a Ymir support, and a Neith carry. And now my duo lane were doing so good, which was perfect, because I was trying to help Alex learn how to play his role. And, wow, we just destroyed them. Like, I felt so bad, because their Mercury, which was their jungler, obviously, didn't know how to play the game, because he did not build Golden Blade, and built completely wrong items. And I just kept ganking their Isis. I only had to go to duo lane once that game, which was like when 4 people rotated over, which was whatever. But I helped Alex through that game, and they surrendered at 20 minutes, and I went 6, 1, and 3. But the next game gets even better. Because I didn't get the jungle role, so I played Neith carry, and Alex played Loki solo, which he did a good job. Proud of him. And
I came in, that's the first thing they said to me.
You're disowning him, right? Like, he's no longer your child.
he's the one who wanted to play Loki. I told him.
Look, you made Dan sick.
tried.
You made Dan sick. It's your fault, Beagle, for letting that happen. You should have run to his room or wherever that PlayStation is and backhanded him so hard your mom was offended.
Damn.
They told me he did that, and I'm like, that doesn't surprise me.
See, I didn't. He wanted to
neither.
play Loki, and I was like, dude, you're still learning how to play the game. But he did it well, so I was like, alright, whatever. But anyway, that's not the point, because everything that happened that was interesting was in duo lane. So I had a Fafnir support and a really good jungler who was Bastet. Like, all 5 of us were communicating through VGS, and the game just went so smooth. Like, it was great. I went 16-4 and 9. Like, I just feel bad I was scared because there was an Uller and a Ganesh, and I was like, oh god. And the Uller wasn't that bad. He was just bad enough that I was better. And the poor Fenrir, I literally 4-shotted him with basics, like maybe like my 2 and then basic him to death, which was really sad, but whatever. I remember we took tower almost like 5 minutes, I think. Like, me and this Fafnir were just killing them constantly. My Fafnir did have a couple of kills himself, which he stole from me, and I probably would have had more than 20 kills if he didn't, and I probably would have gotten my hard carry trophy that for some reason I still do not have. But whatever, he did good. That's all I care about. But our Bastet was even better. Like, dude, she was amazing. Like, she did everything right, and she came at the perfect moments, and she was communicating through VGS. She wasn't spamming, but she wasn't being too quiet. She knew exactly what she needed to do. And I was proud. Because they played Bastet. One of my, used to be my favorite assassin, but I think that's Pele now. And then I had a more rough kind of game, but I still did alright. Because I remember this game was the one where they had 3 mages, Kuzumbo, and Artemis, which Freya solo lane.
Oof.
And Alex was playing solo lane, so that was really not good. And, of course, he chose
Welcome
to play
back
Loki.
to Smite.
He chose to play Loki solo again, because he really seems to enjoy that. And it did not go well for him. We had Al Kwong jungle, which he did good. He did really good. I'll give him credit for that. And then they had Zeus mid. And at first, the first half of the game, I was 9-1, and then I just kind of like look at how everyone else is doing, and it's just terrible. Alex is losing his lane, and mid just is dying over and over again. No, wait, this wasn't that game. No, never mind. Take that back.
Where should I take it to?
Sorry. Shut up. I just said that I was looking at the wrong game. This game, we had a Thoth who was really good. But our Ymir decided to build one piece of physical defense, which was Nemean, and then built damage that made no sense. And I did not even realize that until the game was pretty much over. So I was like, well then, alright, I see why this game went so badly. Because their Kuzubo could die Phoenixes and just murder everybody while our Ymir ulted and then died. Without doing, like, crap. So it sucked. But, really, it went really well at first. I know how Dan feels now to be, like, freaking doing so good, like, freaking 16-0, and then you look up and your team is just like, what is happening? What did I miss?
Yep.
And I guess I'll talk about this game too.
It happens to all of us at some point or another. Like, all right, lane's going great. You look up, like, what the
Oh my god.
are you guys doing?
Yeah.
I always like when Yuki's like, God, I'm finally fucking winning lane and everyone else is losing.
Yeah.
I'm like, yep.
I want to talk about
this
this
is how
one.
it feels.
Yeah. I want to talk about this one specific game, though. Just like a specific part. Because this game was horrible. It went so bad. The very beginning of the game, it was just after I reached level 5 and I had my ult, and it was a Raw off in mid lane. And I was like, ooh, I can go kill him. He just killed my mid lane. But now I can kill him because I have my ult. And man, I was so close to killing him. But then, like, something happened. He started running into the wall. I was like, oh, yes, he DC'd. He disconnected. Free kill. And then Pele just runs right past him. Like, wait, where are you going? That way, turn around. And then it said, lost connection to party, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, wow, I just DC'd there, not him. And that game went horribly. I went 1-3 and 0 because we surrendered at 14 minutes when I came back.
Well, at
It
least you got to
sucked.
come back.
Right.
Yeah, I started the surrender vote, so I mean,
I started the surrender mode.
I was like,
I'm
yep.
sorry.
I came
The
back.
Bologna
I'm
was
out.
complaining that I couldn't help her because, yeah, they had a solo Pele, which was level 13, while I was level 7. Fine.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But overall, I'm getting better at jungle because I'll play when I play with Alex since he likes solos. I just play jungle just for whatever, just to practice other roles. And when my team doesn't suck, I'm not half bad, I would say. But that's pretty
What are you
much
trying
all
to
I
say, Beagle?
I'm trying to say that I'm better than all you. Go get good. Find yourself a new player, you feeders.
We did. He's in better position than Dad is, so call that a win.
Ooh, coming at me again.
Ooh.
Wow. Damn.
Yeah, dude, I'm just happy he's
Cool.
playing. That's all.
Dang.
Who you throwing it off to here, Beagle?
I will throw it off to that nerd sitting downstairs, Dan.
Oh, thought you were talking about me.
Well, I really haven't been playing that much. I tried Red Dead 2 yesterday with my cousin. That game was alright. Looked really cool.
It was
Um,
okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to go too far into it because it's a Smite podcast and all that, but like, it literally felt like all I did was ride my horse around. It was kind of boring. But like, the scenery was so beautiful and well done, and there was like a really cool cinematic mode for the camera, so it like made it a little more worth running around and stuff. But like,
Right.
literally, I don't know if it's just the beginning or what, but like, everything was, okay, now follow this guy on your horse for about 10 minutes. And then you kill like 2 people, and then you're done. And then you follow him back for 10 minutes.
And you're done.
And it's like, okay. It's a cool game, but not exactly my speed. Yeah, like I said, I really haven't been playing too much. Apparently my Smite Guru crashed. There we go. I played a pretty fun game as Raw yesterday with Dad. I went 12-3 and 8.
That's when my
I was
controller
just trying
was
to...
going downhill.
We all need new controllers.
Yeah, I was just trying to use my new skin. It looks cool. I love it. Been trying to get all the Diamond Hunters, so I've been playing a little Rom because he's one of the closest ones. I do okay with him, but his ult's retarded on console, so it's basically useless. I manage to hit it sometimes, but
You just
It's-
kind of get lucky on console.
it's dumb.
It's dumb.
I played an arena as Zeus just to be mean because I was playing with Alex, so everybody's elo was really low. I went 24-4 and 14.
Wait, you went what?
24-4 and 14?
Jeez, I didn't even know you did that well. All right, good job.
Yeah, I mean, it was me, Beagle, Yuri, and Alex, so it wasn't like the elo was totally skewed, but like,
It was definitely skewed.
they definitely weren't that good.
Yeah, matchmaking can't handle when you have a newbie in the group with you.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's really all I got. I really don't. I don't know, man. I don't have any crazy games this week.
Wow.
Well, I could talk about my duels. People let me pick the Anubis, and I won.
They've been playing a lot of duel this week.
That's pretty much the whole story of every single game he's played.
Yeah,
Every
literally.
single duel.
Yeah, who made that video, Dan?
That was Sexy Rexy,
Yeah.
who I watch religiously because he's hilarious, and I love his cat, Snowball.
Dude, Snowball's awesome.
I watched, I think it was yesterday, his video that came out, and basically the entire video was him talking to Snowball, because Snowball was trying to get to the treat bag the entire video.
Yeah.
Probably my favorite video. That was hilarious.
Yeah,
Because
I
I know
like
that
cats.
feeling, too.
Cats are great, and they suck at the same time.
Alright, Guy, I think I'll toss it over to you. Get your humble out of the way.
All right. Well, I had some decent games this week. I actually played a little bit with Vio and Adios. I believe that's how you say his name. We played some arena games. I was playing Bacchus, and the other team had a Thor, a Loki, and a Thanatos, a Zeus, and an Artemis. So I grabbed Bacchus, and they're like, oh man, there's a Loki on the other team. and a Thanatos, and I'm like, I'm gonna destroy that Loki wall. I was just joking around. I'm like, great, there's a Loki on the other team is what I was really thinking.
You're right.
I was just joking around, so dude, I go 15-0. I just literally chased this Loki around the map. I bought Mystical Mail first right off the bat and just chased him all over the map. Everywhere he went, I was there. Went 15-0. 15-0 there. It was a fun game. I believe Adios had Morgan. He went 14-0. He was turning into me and killing people. And then I've been playing a lot
nice build you got there. I think I'll borrow it.
Yeah, there you go. Usually I go a little bit tankier than that, but I was doing so much damage and killing everybody. I was like, well, let me just grab Bancrofts, and I don't know what I was going at last item, but
it wasn't nice.
It was a book, but it wasn't fully built. I'm going to guess it was Poly. Then I've been playing some ranked Conquest this week. And in the last couple days, I'm like 4-5. I just played one before we started the podcast with Rajan, and I went 11-4-13.
Oof.
And yeah, definitely carried my team there. I really had a good team. Really, they were decent. And that's about it. Trying to, grind some Conquest rank and doing the same old thing. Playing a little bit of Black Ops, some Red Dead. That's about it. How about you, Dad?
Well, so I've been still working on expanding my god base this week. And first game I want to bring up is an assault that I was in. And I think this was Sunday morning. I was waiting for someone to, send over their part of the podcast still. So I started playing some games. And yeah,
don't
so I get in, I rolled somebody, I'm like, all right, and it's, I can play this, and I forget even who it was, actually. And it was Jablanque. But then someone offered me Thanatos. I'm like, you know what? I just got him to level 1, but I'm interested in playing him a little bit more. And the other team it was all physical except for Kepri. It was Robin, Cu Chulainn, Osiris, and Bakasora along with the Kepri. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to start off with Attacker's Blessing and Breastplate of Valor. I bought boots, but I went 5-2-14, and we won the match, and basically, right, it was a 10-minute mark. They surrendered, but it was, did they surrender, or did we actually kill it? It was one or the other. We were fighting the Titan, and they surrendered. That's what it was. So, it was just a great game. I was just having a blast, with it. Setting a lot of people up for kills on my team. I really like the alt to aggress in, and set my team up like that. I'm not one that glory hounds for kills. I probably should do that more often. I'd probably be a little bit better, but I kind of like support in my team. That's kind of why I play support a lot. So anyway, again, finished 5-2-14. It was a good game. So then I decided to roll over into a joust. And I've been working on Cerberus, and so someone called Mage, someone called Hunter. I'm like, all right, we'll bring out the doggo here. And so I get partnered up with a Vulcan and a Medusa. And reverse a Medusa, a Ra, and a Loki. So they had no beef, which I kind of like, But again, dangerous team nonetheless. And I'll tell you what. We were just so outright aggressive that it was a blast. I went 4-4-8. I don't think the Vulcan died at all. The Medusa might have died once. But we were so aggressive. Like, when they were going for their blue, right in the beginning of the game, I'm just like, da-da-da. And I'm like, I look up and there's Ra's, circle coming out of the blue buff. I'm just like, oh. I'm going to give him a little second. Okay, that's enough. Jump over the wall, steal the blue buff. A fight ensues. I think we killed one or two of them. I go back out and around. The Vulcan stays back there. And we push Medusa back through the tower and she's running away, but Vulcan's still there and he kills her on the backside. That's basically how we fought them this whole match. It was just, we were coming from them at every direction and just slaughtering them. And yeah, I took the brunt of the deaths, just being, blatantly aggressive, but still a fun time with it. Got another Guan Yu game in a assault. A little more, played a little more passive than I did last week, but still, nonetheless, very fun. Got a Nija, that in an assault as well. So starting to figure that little guy out a little bit more here. I don't know why. It's just being old. It comes along with that part of the game. His ult, for whatever reason, is
you can't
tricky
read.
for me. Like, I just when do I hit the button? When do I hit the button? When do I hit the button? But I finally got it down and I hit most of my buttons during my ults in this game. I went 4 and 23, but it was a lot of fun. I went very aggressive, no tankiness at all. Which usually in assault you usually want to build a little tank to your assassin, but I was doing pretty good, so didn't matter about that. One quick one, Dan, Yuri and I played a joust yesterday, and I was raw, and this is why I love raw. Someone ran away in through the red buff. Pretty sure it was their Alpwash.
Mm-hmm.
No, it was either Alpwash or Nubis. It was one of the mages. And I'm just like, there's only one way in and out of that place, basically. And as a raw, from the corner, even though I can't see, there's a pretty good idea, where they're going to be at when they're rounding their way around to come out the other side. And I'm like, and you were low enough. I'm going to guess you're right about here in that path by now. And yep, blind snipe for the win. So, like that. But then last night I got on late. Nobody was on. I'm like really? Nobody's on? Like, okay. That's
I'm back to working them day shifts.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and I didn't have a lot of time, so I'm like, it's just me, I'll play an assault. Get Hades. There's times I love Hades, and there's times where this guy, oh my god, he sucks. Well, this is one of those where I loved him. I was being very judicious about what I was doing, trying not to be overly bold. I mean, the enemy team was actually pretty nasty with a Cerberus, a Khepri, a Nox, a Ymir, and a Cu Chulainn. My team, though, had a Ganesh, which was pretty cool, and an Isis who could hit that stun ball like it was nobody's business, but every time her ult was up, immediately threw it down just as a heal for us. And I'm just like, it would be nice if you actually used that while we're fighting and not just as a heal. But, I can't complain. In the end, she outdamaged everybody by a lot. So, stun balls for the win. But it was a great game. We almost pulled off a great wombo combo. They anticipated I was going to ult, and I didn't because of just the way things went. And I'm just like, how nice would it be to ult most of the enemy team, drag them across, or them try to run out over the Ganesh lines while there's an Isis ult underneath me. Would have been great, but we just didn't quite pull it off. But in the end, went 8-4 and 22 and just having a blast. All my kills came in the end of the match too. I was just, once I was set up, got that Bancroft's pen boots and Magus going, and then, got some extra lifesteal in, and I was like, okay, game on now. Next match, another assault. Rolled up a Medusa. I'm like, good. She's actually who I need to work on. She's my next highest diamond. And I had a Khepri on my team. And as we're going out, I'm just like, I got a Khepri? I am going to put myself up this bug's ass until he grabs somebody. I'm going to pop my one and slaughter them. We run out. Everybody starts jumping around. Some abilities start flying. Next thing I know, their raging comes out. Thinks he's all hot, does some shit. Khepri grabs him. I pop my one and thunk, 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 first blood. It was just like, and it's just 10-3 and 12 that match. I was just murdering people. the Uller on the enemy team was trying to pick on me. I'm like, dude, why are you trying to pick on me? Like, I can dodge your stuff so easy because I'm Medusa. I can slide back and forth real quick, like. You know, so I'm dodging stuff. I'm like, all right, yep, there he goes, all right. But he was picking on me, you know? So at one point, I look in at the enemy tower and I'm like, yeah, they're all pretty healthy, but Uller's at like 15% health. I just went up, ulted and killed him. I'm like, that was just for you, buddy. Just for you. I didn't care about anybody else on the team. Just took him out. Like, you want to pick on me? That's what you get. But then Dan joined me in. We played a clash, and that's when my controller said, you know what? I really don't like moving forward anymore. Yeah, so I'm going to give you a hard time this match, and yeah, I gotta get a new controller. So, yeah, gotta do some early Christmas shopping now and get my present for myself early. But, Suki, how's your week been?
Pretty good. I'm gonna pick right back up where you left off with Medusa. So, it was me, Yuri, and Gangsta getting on. Teamed up, only 3 of us. Dan was in the party chat for like 3 minutes, and then was like, peace out. And,
yeah, that's when I went to play with my cousin.
Yeah. I was like, did he say he was leaving? I don't know. Okay. Bye, Dan. I miss you. And queued up a joust. You know, getting Gangsta used to a little more of the... He played a lot of League, but getting him used to, you know, playing lanes and Smite. Joust is a good place to do it. Yuri goes with Baron Samdi, Gangster with his comfort pick at this point, which is Susano. And I'm like, I gotta make sure we win this. Lock Medusa. Alright, we're good. Shows the enemy team. Even better. Erlong, Bellona, and Achilles. And I was like, oh, they done fucked up. So I take Attacker's Blessing, go straight into Berserker Shield, and proceed to just murder the ever-loving hell out of them. The Medusa would try to box, and I'm just life-stealing back off of them.
The Medusa?
Yeah.
I thought you were the Medusa.
The Bellona, sorry. The Bellona tried to box me, and I'm like, she's like, I got you from that whip. Your attacks are silenced. Yeah, it's cool. Hit 2. That hurt, didn't it? At one point, Yuri's trying to keep me alive in the red buff area. I got jumped. And the Bellona ults in, stuns me. Erlong knocks me up with the turtle. I aegis the damage from the knockup. About the time I get my bearings, I just start backing up towards the back wall of the red buff, hit ult, stun 2 of them, ignoring the Erlong on my right who's smacking me. Dashed in, double kill, turned around, 1 last shot, triple kill. They surrendered. That's what you get for picking triple warriors. That was a pretty good game. Tried to play some Hercules. Y'all would remember this since it was Yuri, Dan, Beagle, me, and Dad. And my Hercules is not what it used to be. It was bad. It was really bad. It didn't help. They had an all-healing comp, so they had Ra, Anubis, Xingtian, Chiron, and Terra. And they just, even with healing reduction on, they just did so much healing, it was hard to overcome.
Yeah, I think we all had anti-heal that match, and it don't matter.
And then yesterday before I got off and passed out because I've been tired, couple of game modes, did an arena. I was like, screw it, I'm going to play an assassin, went Pele. I would have been 10-3, but I just was having a good time running at their team. And literally running at them. I mean, I just like hasten katana and just like, I'm coming for you. I ended up going 10-6. Got an assault. Yuri traded me the monkey. The monkey paid off this time. And I got a sweet 5-man ult. A couple of 3 and 4s. Remembered how good Gladiator's shield is on Humbats, especially in assault. Because if there's 1 minion left, you can toss off the minion with the monkey to bounce onto the enemy gods, and because Glad Shield procs per god per ability, all 3 of his 4 abilities are easy and relatively safe to hit multiple people with. So the sustain was really high with it, which I'm glad I remember that. And then ended it on 10-4 in Arena with Shock. We had Athena, Stenos, Necro, Yuri, me, and Random. Random didn't do too bad. Senos showing up, his Ganesh play there. Necro was popping off with Izanami, though. I mean, I think he had like 2 triple kills at least, or 2 double kills, at least 1 triple kill. It was pretty good. It was a fun time. And Yuri showing that he's somehow good on Hera. He's got those abilities down. It makes a big difference. It was a lot of fun. That's pretty much been my week. It's been some Smite and then lots of napping.
All right. So yeah, we've all had a lot of fun this week, even despite not getting the 5 of us together much. We all branched off and did our things. But a lot of this week for me, actually, so far, has been, I'm at work and I'm like trying to work and I'm like constantly just looking over my left shoulder at my second monitor because I'm watching the placement games. We got DreamHack right around the corner here. By the time you guys are listening to this, it'll be the upcoming weekend. And these placement matches were going on. And I'll tell you what, I seen some cool shit happening. I don't know who it was. It's bugging me because I've been looking at it here, looking at the bracket, trying to think what game was it. Someone was playing Mercury. And sweet 4-man alt. God, who was that? It's still bugging me. I'll probably, I don't know.
Mercury made it through bands?
Yeah, he actually made it through bands once that I seen.
Dude, I've seen Freya a few times
Me too. I've seen Paul had Freya today.
Whoops.
Yeah. So let's kind of take a look here at the bracket. So let me get the winners bracket up first. So far, this is as of Thursday evening. Maybe I'll splice in a little bit here after the weekend if I have time. But so round 1 was Luminosity versus Nocturnes, and Luminosity pulled that through 2-1. Trifecta versus Insignum, with Insignum taking that victory and heading to the next round. Mouse Sports and Get On My Level. Well, here's one of my secret picks in my bracket, which I still haven't found where I put that damn thing. I know I picked Mouse Sports through to win this one. They did 2-0. SK Gaming on No Ping 2-0'd them. Team Rival 2-0'd Armada, and CLG 2-0'd. I can't quite read that name because it's got the line through it. Athletico, something like that.
Athletico.
Yeah. All right. So didn't really get to catch many of them. I'm not even sure which games I started catching. Because I started really catching them this on Monday maybe or Tuesday. I'm like, oh shit, I should be watching all this stuff. So Obey takes out Luminosity 2-0 in round 2 up here in the winner's bracket, and Signum falls to Mouse Sports. Space Station Gaming knocks out SK Gaming down to the loser bracket, and Team Rival, the only one here to not 2-0 their team is CLG, managed to win one game there. And then down into Yield Losers bracket, Trifecta knocks out Get On My Level and Armada 2-1 over Athletico. Round 2 saw CLG taking out Nocturnes 2-0. SK Gaming falls to Trifecta 0-2. It was actually, I watched a lot of that. That wasn't a total knockout. Actually, if I recall correctly, that was a game where, yes. Game 1, SK was just, dude, they had them. They had Trifecta's backs against the wall. I mean, shit was going down. Phoenix down. They go from left Phoenix over to mid Phoenix. And, yeah. They started chasing kills and left the Phoenix at half health, and Trifecta was able to defend. And next thing you know, I'm just like working away. I look back over, I'm like, what the hell? Trifecta's sieging SK's Phoenixes, and yep, there they win the game. Oh, holy hell. You know, God, if I didn't have to take that customer call, that would have been pretty cool to watch that turnaround. But, you know, they ended up winning 2-0. And Signum 2-0's No Ping and Armada with the surprise of the day here for me. I was getting ready to leave work as I only had time to watch the picks and bans for Game 1 of Luminosity versus Armada. And I get home and I see Armada 2-0'd them. I'm like, what the heck? As F. Dot said, at one point Weekend said, hey buddy, why don't you play Smite? And he did, and he sucked. So he went down to the minor leagues and he's in Armada, and now he's beating his buddy here and moving on to the next round. So games coming up here in the loser bracket, since I'm still in this one, is CLG versus Trifecta and Insignum versus Armada. In the winners bracket, again, it's going to be Obey versus Mouse Sports and Space Station versus Team Rival. So we'll get 4 teams, I believe it is, total that will go to World. So
it kind of sucks to see Rival and Obey meet up this early. But it also opens the door for somebody else.
Well, no, they haven't met up just yet. They'd have to win.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
To win that, yeah.
Like, I love watching, the big teams, the ones that keep making it to Worlds and all this stuff. But man, I love the underdog Rival last year. Mouse killing it, Space Station killing it, Trifecta killing it. These like LATAM teams putting up a fight. These minor league teams putting up a fight. Definitely shows the competitiveness on that level is peaking up more and more now, which is really cool to see. Makes for some really interesting, because different regions a lot of times play the game a little differently. If anyone's watched them, like watching the Asian and Pacific area, those matches, they just like slap each other the whole game, and it's freaking hilariously awesome to watch.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's just so many neat little things happen. The one thing I've been paying attention to mainly is a lot of the big, like the first 5 minutes. What are they doing in the first 5 minutes? Some interesting stuff's been going on with that. One, IRAFer invaded enemy red right off the bat, which he was just they're all kind of running around the jungle, and they're like, oh, the enemy duo's seen him in there, so they're kind of looking around for him, and they kind of all converged, the 3 of them, on the buff. And he's playing Ymir, so he can kick out some damage to the buff. There's a viable, chance of him stealing it here, so they're kind of trying to fight him, but trying to secure the buff at the same time now. Meanwhile, Raffer's duo partners out clearing minions, and comes in and he couldn't quite steal the buff. They were able to secure it. He dies, but mid and jungle and carry, it's now a 3-on-2 on some injured folks over there, and they didn't last. So it was wow, just seeing so much direct confrontational combat there in the jungle so early on was kind of interesting.
Yeah, you see a lot of that in the SPL.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I'll tell you what, IRAFer's walls with Ymir, walls aren't exciting, except, he made them look exciting. What do you think, Guy?
Do what?
I don't know. I know you watched some of the games.
Yeah, I watched some of the games. I listen to them. It's hard to listen to them while I'm working, but
yeah,
I watched Paul from PC today. I watched the Trifecta boys win today. I thought they played a pretty solid game. That second game they really played. I believe he was Rajan, and they just really took it to him. He plays a lot of the guys I like to play, so I'm a mid laner. I always like to watch the mid laners play as much as possible. But I mean, I like to see Space Station Gaming make it. I like to see Rival make it. Is it the four? We said 4 teams from qualifiers are making it. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So then I think Trifecta, and so I just don't know who that 4th team's going to be, but I'll say those 3 teams, and I'll think about a 4th team. But
so right now you're looking at what? Trifecta, Rival,
and SSG. I just don't know who the 4th team could be.
EU.
I think
Well,
I
EU's
picked,
already in.
Yeah.
There's already 4 teams that are already there.
Yeah.
I think I was looking at Obey and Space Station out of the winners bracket, and I thought Mouse was going to lose to Obey, but then come through handily in the loser bracket. So I haven't really picked a fourth team out of that mess though.
Yeah, the fourth team's going to be something.
Yeah, is it going to be a minor league team making it
Yeah.
to Worlds?
Dude, that would be...
I would not be
Hype.
surprised. You know what? I'm going to make my call. CLG. I don't know. I'm not sure how the brackets work out here, so that could obviously get screwed up pretty quickly with that. But they've been playing tough. They got to get past trifecta. I think they can do that.
Yeah. Just wow, that loss by Luminosity today. That's huge.
It's gonna be interesting. Inbound's been posting about, lost out on a lot by leaving console, and that kind of burns, man. Like you talking shit like that because you lost. I'm like, come on, you're still playing on a pro team in SPL.
Right. Yeah. It's that's competition though. People say stuff and
Oh yeah.
And you're always a little upset after a loss, You're not thinking clearly, You're already second guessing what the hell did I or we do wrong or what went wrong, and people are asking me questions, so damn it, I gotta say something. I had to laugh at F Dot's today SPL happened. Dude, if you haven't checked that out, follow at Smite Pro on Twitter. They have a lot of great recaps out here of the games. With a lot of the endings, which were pretty hype. Guy mentioned Paul. He had a sweet double kill there as Raging to end that second game and win them the day there. So that was definitely pretty good. Who was it? Now I lost it. Somebody, one of the teams, it didn't work out for him. It was one of the losers. But they, I'll find it here in a second. Yeah, here it is. It was SK Gaming. Came in today all in the pajama pants. It was pajama pant power, and it just didn't quite work.
Yeah, I do gotta say something about what was it on Monday? LG picked Anubis in game 2.
oh yeah, Wolfie destroyed with Opwash yesterday.
Yeah, dude. I mean, come on, Anubis at the run up to Worlds, 1% pick rate.
Yeah,
right. Oh, who was it the other day that picked Blink? It was kind of oh man, I might have to look it up. But they had Chiron and they picked Blink and they paid for it. So they got punished for it because they were playing a minor league team, and the minor league team came back and won. It was they were kind of just pretty much trolling them with a Blink.
Right. Was it a troll or was it an accident?
Oh, it was it was a troll.
It was a troll.
Like they were calling them out for it. Taco was calling them out. And several people were calling him out for trolling the Blink. But I'm gonna have to look it up and find out.
Picks and bans have been interesting. So some big ones that I've seen is Mercury almost banned in every game first bans.
Yeah.
He only seen him slip through once or twice, and he was first pick. So yeah, definitely he is top tier. And I think someone was like, who was saying that he wouldn't be picked and banned? Yeah, top ban right there.
Oh yeah.
With Golden Blade, I won't be surprised if we see season 6 start with Mercury no longer proccing item effects on his one.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, it can still crit. I'm good with that. But the proccing item effects, they fixed it on Erlong for a reason.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of Erlong, another top ban there.
Yes.
Glad to see his doggo's getting a little bit of a nerf.
Yeah. Erlong puts in work.
Yeah.
Odin, another top ban.
There's a lot of healing. Yeah, there's a lot of healing going on right now in the meta, so that's not a huge surprise seeing Odin banned, and a lot of the immobile mages.
The mobility. A lot of because he throws off Pele and Mercury's and
yep.
Ullers, with that cage, they just can't get through the jungle or can't get away. All that. So that's been another one. And Terra has been another top picker ban. So and seeing her a lot in solo lane too with that.
Yeah, she's really good in solo.
Another one, some surprise picks here. I think Luminosity started it off. Fenrir support.
Oh, God.
And then it just seemed to run this whole week, Fenrir support. And I seen some good plays with it. I don't know who it was today, but dude, there was one team was just rocking it. And it was just, he got so far ahead. It didn't matter that he was buying defense. He was doing so much damage because they were they were just getting out of hand with it. And, that was solid. Another, pick that I've seen a lot of, which kind of surprised me, but the go-to hunter has been Jingwei.
It's because, so there's a lot, we know from our games and watching that duo lane's kind of where shit goes down a lot right now. And Jingwei is able to get out with her dash and her ult and then teleport and then fly back from base. It just allows her, she's super safe because of it. Because if you poke her out of lane, she just leaves and comes back. And that's...
Yeah, and that happened today, too. The pre-minion poke, she got the snot beat out of her to the point where she had to go back to tower at like 10% health and go back and come back.
Yeah, and didn't miss like a lick. Yeah.
Oh, here's some interesting news. I don't know if you guys have heard yet, but Yemen will not be coming to Worlds.
What? What happened?
Nope, he is having like anxiety when he plays Smite. Competitive anxiety, so he's taking a break from Smite for maybe permanently.
Wow. That's a big hit.
Yeah, I don't think they've announced yet who's going to replace him. So.
Yeah, I saw something about that on Twitter the other day.
Yeah, poor Yemen.
Just community service here, dude. Don't give people shit with anxiety. That is, right. I grew up with it. I have it in my family. I passed it along to my kids. My wife has it, so we both passed it along to our kids, right, Dan?
Yeah, fuck you guys.
Don't give people shit for that. That's a serious thing, and it can really affect people. So, reach out and support them, man.
Yeah, it ruined my life pretty quickly. Did a damn good job, too.
And that's why we're proud of you, because you're so good at it.
I know.
Good. Yeah, so get better, Yaman. We're here for you. If you come back or if you don't, we love you, buddy.
Yeah, man. Picks and bans wise. What else was going on? A lot of Freya picked and banned. Athena almost 100% pick or ban. Yeah. And I've seen people go all over the place with her. Because at one point they thought Fenrir was going solo lane, but nope, he went support and Athena went solo. I've seen that today.
They let Paul have Hebo Tuesday and he went off.
Oh,
I don't know if anybody's seen that, but
they let him have Freya today.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's interesting. I wonder if that's a really big statement on the game state right now. That no matter what people seem to ban, it's like there's so many things that are such good picks and good bans that it feels like when we play Joust and you've only got the 4 bans, it's like, well, you can't ban them all.
Oh, I forgot to talk about those games. We played some ranked Joust games. We actually did good other than them. I mean, we finally got dog stomped those last 3
fucking
games.
Hercules.
But, man.
No, it was the same Hercules 2 games in a row. Fuck you, Smite.
Yeah, I remember all right, let's queue up again, but let's wait a queue.
I was like, let's wait a queue, please.
Shit. Yeah, but anyway, I'll tell you what, man, if you have not checked out, these games going on, dude, hop on to, Mixer. I know they got the VODs up there. You can see them. They do get them up on YouTube as well. Looks like they even have all of today's here pinned up on the top of their Twitter account. Again, they got tweet out a lot of the endings of the various games as it goes along. I like the one here. There was a SK and Trifecta and SK tried to invade Trifecta's speed buff. It did not
I've
work
seen
out
that.
well
They like
for him.
4-man rotated on him instantly. Oh,
Yeah. I forget who was casting that game. I think it might have been Taco. And she's like, where did everybody... There was only like one or two of them here, and all of a sudden, bam, they're all here. Like that is good communication, good rotation. That's that's basically what wins games, people, talk to people, and just communicate, man. 'Cause, that was just sweet.
Worlds are coming up. I'm excited for Worlds. I'll be spending that whole weekend watching games. That's my birthday weekend too, so
Oh,
definitely
hell
be,
yeah.
hanging out watching games all weekend, playing Smite.
So what you're saying is, even though Split Push won't have a presence at DreamHack this year, next year when we do, we get to celebrate your birthday.
That's
too?
right, the big 40, the big 40
Oh,
this
God.
year.
Oh, and the big 40 next
Guy-
year or this year?
This
Yeah,
year.
you know we're not
Clarify,
going to be able to
clarify.
walk.
This year,
You know we're not going to be able to walk the whole weekend.
do what?
So we're not going to be able to walk the whole weekend.
Oh, I know. Yeah, we're definitely
Good
going
old-
next year for sure. I'm already planning on it.
Good old designated driver Dirtnap's dad here will be pushing a bunch of wheelchairs.
Oh no, that's
around
all right.
his
We'll get an
face.
Uber. We'll be all right.
I might need
We
a
don't
shopping cart to
we
pile
don't-
a couple of them in it.
We don't need no double
just gonna-
D's.
Please, you got to be smart. You do all the drinking in the hotel.
Beagle, get your license by next year, and you can designate drive us around.
There you go. Now we're
I can
talking.
hear Beagle. Don't make me pull this car over. Me in the back. It's a minivan. No, it's me. It's a minivan, Beagle, not a car. God damn it!
Oh, wow.
Well, I hate to break it to you, she will only be on her permit at that point.
Oh well. I mean, we're licensed drivers. We might be inebriated.
Are you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, but hey, for those that do get to attend this year, have fun, take lots of pictures, make lots of memories. I'm looking forward to, going back to the old Defend Middle Lane crew, Side Quest Arcade now. Somebody's getting covered in maple syrup. Looking forward to seeing
Oh yeah.
seeing that evidence.
Yeah.
Definitely want to see the receipts on that one. Good old micro manatee got a big mouth, and the internet we don't forget.
Mm-mm.
Mhm.
We have backup databases. We never forget.
To keep the receipts.
Oh, here's a
Alright.
public service announcement. If you're in the Mixer chat, if you say codes, you're a terrible human being.
Yeah.
Yes, it is linked to your account now. So yes,
Oh, it is so
Make
annoying
sure
now with them
you got
stupid
your shit
stickers.
linked up. Oh, I don't even watch the chat.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
I turned the chat off instantly.
How
so
could you
everyone's
make?
an
I
idiot
I
with
never
the
thought any
stickers.
chat could be worse than Twitch chat. I was wrong.
You
Was wrong.
Dude, I get into watching any of this shit. It's full screen. Bam. I don't want to see any other shit going on. My account's linked up. I came home today. I opened up my chest. I got all my free fantasy points and called it a day.
I gotta remember
I
we
would
went
open
on.
chat in between games just to like chat with people, and it was just codes. My codes aren't working. Last code. Last code. I really just wanted to reach through the screen and punch every single one of them in the face.
Yeah, I think the stickers are worse than the codes. People, I'm telling you, I can't stand the stick. And there's little flying ocean unicorns going across my screen
Yeah.
constantly.
I saw that and I'm like, oh hell no. No, we're
Like, who the fuck thought that was a good idea?
I don't know.
How can we be really fucking annoying, cover up the chat, and make money all at the same time? I
blame,
know.
You know what? We should just blame Cupcake.
Yeah,
Hey, it's Mixer, not Smite, right?
Yeah, but we're still gonna blame her.
we're blaming somebody. Damn it.
Besides, who can stay mad at cupcakes?
That's true.
That's right. Everybody loves cupcakes.
Mm-hmm. Dude, my dad always brings cupcakes up to camp and like, all right, whose birthdays have we missed in the last so many months since we've been up here? And they're always so damn good. So good.
I love cupcakes.
All right. Well, anyway, I think that pretty much wraps it up here for our review.
Oh, wait,
of
wait,
what's
wait.
been going
Wait,
on.
wait,
Oh,
wait.
what,
I want everybody's
what?
prediction. Who's going to win Worlds?
Oh,
This is it. The last episode before Worlds. I want your predictions. Or we just want to give our predictions next week. We
Who are
just want
the
to give
top
them
two
Wednesday.
seeds right now?
All right.
EU and SSG.
EU and Dignitas are the top 2 seeds.
Oh God,
yeah.
I forgot the Digs
I
on the tier.
I think it's going to be E EU.
I don't know. There's a lot of really good teams this year.
My pick's EU also.
Dude, I'm going for the upset pick, and I'm picking Mouse.
Ooh.
Mouse?
Yep. I'm going for the.
I'm picking Splice just so we can have Kabam back on after he's world champion.
Yeah, no doubt, dude.
There we go.
I'm going for
We're all on
the inbound the
Splice.
ball
I
and
forgot.
shoot the full court shot. Going for Mouse.
My hope is that Splice, but I mean, Dig and EU are just looking so good this year.
No, it's going to be Splice. We've got deals in place. It's going to be Splice.
You've got deals in place. There's
Yeah.
been backdoor dealings.
We got
The legal
shit
shit's
right
going
on
Energy
this.
is
down.
pretty strong too, though. You know.
No, shut up. It's going to be Splice.
Energy is not as strong with the Yemen not coming. I'm telling you, that is huge.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
they're going to fall.
That is big.
They're going to fall.
That is a big blow there, but yeah, honestly, I don't know. I haven't followed enough of the season to really make an honest pick. That's why I'm just picking Mouse for that long shot.
All right, Beagle, what's your pick?
Does she even know the team names?
We don't care. What's your pick, Beagle?
I really don't keep up with that stuff that much, honestly.
All right,
I
you
need
heard it.
to, but I don't.
She's voting for trifecta. Now all of
Sure.
our bases are covered.
Trifecta.
Yep,
Yes,
she's
there
got
you go.
trifecta. There you go. All right. Well, maybe we'll get a news section in if we get an update here. You know, see how games go through. What do they go through? Saturday. All right.
Sunday.
No, it looks like Saturday.
Yep, I believe so.
Yeah, I don't see any Sunday schedule, so maybe I'll get a little sneak peek update back in here, edited in. We'll see. See how the weekend goes.
Do you think it gives
But,
these guys that are playing now a little bit of an advantage already been at lands for the last week?
I don't know.
Maybe.
It's hard to say. It's kind of like, does calling a timeout to freeze the kicker in football work? No, statistically it doesn't. Actually, if anything, statistically it helps them.
Would you rather have
There's
a
times
bye
where the
week or
field
would you rather
conditions
play
are
that
bad and
week?
they fix it. I don't know.
Did they get
But-
to play with Sylvanas?
Football
I believe
teams?
he's fixed now. So
Easy fix.
yeah,
I forgot.
I definitely seen Sylvanas today. Yes,
Okay.
someone was getting some pretty hot pulls through walls.
Dude, they make it look easy. It's not fair.
Oh, I know. There's times where I wish I was pointing and clicking at targets. Last time I tried playing on computer, though, 2 practice games into it, I'm like, yep, I fixed my problem. I'm playing PlayStation.
that's right.
Now my controller's broke. Maybe I gotta go back to PC. Oh, shit. So, all right. This week's session of progression. Lukey. Fuck me.
Lukey. Hey, Lukey.
That's weird.
Yeah, I'm going back to that. I'm going to have to make an emote for that one. Yuki, why don't you give us some lore on Cu Chulainn?
The choo-choo himself, the pain train. So, Cu Chulainn's an interesting character from lore. He started out as having the name Sentanta. He later gains the name by killing Culainn's guard dog. Chulainn is or was a blacksmith in the town where Sentanta was born, and he kills the dog, and because he killed the dog, he agreed to be the guard dog in its place until further notice.
That's what you get.
And, yeah, that's what you get.
Mm-hmm.
You kill the dog, you are the dog.
Yeah. Well, no, he volunteered. He's like, my bag, yo. So Cu Chulainn has an ability that in the game is translated to the secondary kit when his rage builds up. It's Reistrad, which translates into like a spasm or torque just basically an uncontrollable rage. He no longer sees good or bad.
Wait, he twerks?
He twerks. Torques.
God.
Torque. You silly white boy. So, and he'd go into an uncontrollable rage, and he killed like anything and everything. Good guys, bad guys. Which would have been interesting. Like maybe if he did like a little bit of damage to your allies, but I could see why not. That would be really, really annoying if your own guy could kill you intentionally. Oof. Sorry.
I would do that
the
all
trolls. Yeah, exactly. The trolls. Some things left out from Smite is he typically went into battle on a chariot and drawn by horses, obviously. But
I thought it would be drawn by dogs.
yeah, the name he's known by, and they refer to him in the game as the Hound of Ulster, is a more modern reference and nickname for him. That came much more recently than the stories. But he's a good example of a potential like pre-European. So you're looking at like Indo-European before we start to see the Roman Empire, the Greeks, and everyone kind of become their own individual people. But he's a good argument for seeding. I think we talked about it last week as well, where there's a commonality between the characters in different religions and folktales. Because he shares a lot of resemblances in the stories with the Persian hero Rostam, the Germanic lady of Hildebrand, Heracles, which is the Greek version of Hercules. So,
Hercules.
Yeah, while there's a lot of connections and there's a potential there's just not been any. We can't find any ties. No linguistic, anthropological, archaeological. There's no proof, and that is either simply that everyone came up with a similar story, or it happened. The divergence of the cultures happened so long ago. We just don't have any artifacts left around, and the languages have changed so much. You're looking at even before the Greek civilization. You're still looking at maybe 1, 2, 3,000 years earlier where they split off. But yeah, he's a wacky one. He was a miraculous birth because go deities. Yep. No.
Damn it.
No. Which is probably good. No more pimples.
No more zit.
However, no more zit gods. Actually, there's 2 more, but I don't think either of them are in the game. But I mean, there's crazy stories. He was a kid, goes into a rage, beats the crap out of a bunch of other kids. It's just, and he just grows up to be a great warrior through that. It's pretty damn funny.
Wait, was he born through a pimple? Because that's all I care about.
No, we just covered this.
I said BRB bathroom in the leader chat.
I'm glad we think alike,
Jeez.
Dan. That's all right.
No,
That's all I care about.
I know.
born through a
Everyone
pimple?
wants more pimple gods. I mean, what can you do? So he fights a lot. He shows up in some of the early epics of the Ulster cycle in Irish mythology, and the Scottish Manx folklore, and is as far as a more modern version of him being a hero rather than a god. Since Christianity had come in, he's probably just a translation in wow, I can't think of the word. Anyways, just a more modern version and incarnation of the god Luch from Celtic mythology. So that could actually, now that I think about it, mean that we may never get Luch as a god. For Smite, since Cu Chulainn and him are pretty much the same person as far as we can tell from historical records.
Was the other one born from a pimple?
No, he was not.
Jeez.
I know.
These lores are disappointing.
I know. I mean, that's
Being
very
born
Mediterranean.
From a pimple is just so metal.
It's so metal. Athena, I was born from a pimple. That is so metal.
Exactly.
Yeah, he was prophesized to have many great deeds and everlasting fame, but his life would be short, and that's because he died. He also killed his son because he's transforms into evil, unstoppable rage monster. Kind of like
Right.
Beagle when she gets on a tear.
And he trolled his
She
family.
hulks out.
Yep.
She does. It's confirmed. I've seen it.
Yeah. If you're looking for any information on Cu Chulainn, the Wikipedia article is actually very, very good and very accurate in lots of sources. So I just want to point that out. Normally, I won't mention, the articles that being Wikipedia because typically they're okay. But I dig through a lot of more traditional research material, but going across, I always tend to look at the Wikipedia article just to see how accurate it is, and this one's very good. It's got a lot of information.
Cool. So, Guy, what's he got for abilities here?
All right. Cullen's got his passive is Berserk. Cullen's mana, MP5, and mana heals are instead applied to his health pool. Abilities consume rage, which stops regen at 25, but he gains rage upon hitting with abilities as well as 1 rage for basic attacks and 0.5 when taking damage. After 3 seconds above 85%, he goes Berserk. While Berserk, Cu Chulainn gains power and a health shield and turns into Beagle. The health conversion is 15% of mana. Berserk duration is 20 seconds. Sure doesn't seem like 20 seconds. It just goes faster when you're berserking out, but
It goes
Well, you
faster
did-
when you're beating the shit out of people.
right. Bonus power
And-
is 2 per level. Go ahead, Dad.
I was going to say, when you're waiting for that ability to pop back up.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, 3 seconds feels like 20 seconds. You really notice it's 20 seconds when you transform right after shit has already happened, and you're just like, well, I'm going to go clear buff, boys.
Right. Here, let me go ult the wave.
You're just like, well, this is free. I might as well just scream in the jungle.
Yeah. His berserk threshold
Just
is
like
85. Yep.
Yep.
Just like Beagle. His bonus health is 10 plus 20 per level. And let's see. His first ability, Barbed Spear. Cu Chulainn thrusts his spear forward, damaging all enemies in front of him and stunning less powerful minions. Successfully hitting an enemy minion with this ability restores 5 rage, 8 for a god, for a max of 18. Barbs from the spear stick to the opponents and reduce their healing taken for 4 seconds, which is really probably the most important part of that ability. You get the anti-heal from it. It's really good in
It's a
solo
big
lane right now.
anti-heal, too.
In his berserk form, Cu Chulainn instead slams his massive arms down, damaging and rooting all enemies in front of him. The damage is 70 to 315, plus 45% of your physical power. Stun duration is 2 seconds. The healing reduction
Yeah,
is... Oh, go ahead.
That's like Hera up damage.
Yeah.
all
That's
this.
stronger than Release Hera.
It costs 9 rage. The healing reduction on this is 50%.
That's a lot.
That is a lot. And the root duration is 1 second. It says his second ability, Vent Anger, which I don't ever use. Unless every now and then I'll use it if I'm playing Conquest or something. But
He's like, vent anger is for pussies.
right. I mean, I've gotten some kills with it, though. It is funny to chase them around with a mystical mail and your anger venting and just damaging the shit out of them. So, Cu Chulainn vents his anger as a superheated steam, increasing his movement speed and draining his rage. Every 0.5 seconds while in this state, all enemies within range are damaged by the heat. Vent anger does not return rage. In his berserk form, Cu Chulainn vents anger automatically. His damage per tick is 10 to 30, with plus 5% of your physical power. The duration is 6 seconds, and it has a range of 22.5, and a 5% movement speed increase. His third ability, Salomon's Leap. Cu Chulainn vaults over his spear, leaping to the target location and slamming it down to damage enemies around and in front of him. Successfully hitting an enemy minion with this ability restores 5 rage, 8 for a god, to a max of 18 rage. In berserk form, Cu Chulainn instead charges forward, damaging and driving all enemies back with him. The damage from this one is 65 to 285, plus 60% of your physical power. And his ultimate, Spear of Mortal Pain. Cu Chulainn swings his spear. Oh hell, how do you say this? Bullug? Got me.
Would you like a hand?
Yep, come on. What is it?
Gaeabouge.
Gaeabouge. Cu Chulainn swings his spear, Gaeabouge, in a circle around him.
I see gay bulge in my mouth.
That's right, gay bulge.
Sorry, but, you know.
Tell me how you
I
really feel.
knew there was no way.
Oh, wait, that sounds even better now. Cu Chulainn swings his spear, Gay Bulge, in a circle around him, damaging and knocking up all his
gay
enemies.
bulge in circles and knocks a bunch of people up.
Successfully hitting an enemy minion with this ability restores 10 rage, 16 for a god, for a max of 36. In his berserk form, Cu Chulainn instead gives a terrifying yell, damaging all enemies and causing them to tremble.
At the mere fear of his gay bulge.
His gay bulge. Damage is from 175 to 475 with 6 plus 65% of your physical power. The tremble duration is 1 second and radius of 30. And that is his abilities.
All right, so who's going to school us in here on how to play him? Because he's not one of my forte gods.
Pretty sure you hold W and trigger until you rage form, and then you just kill them.
That's right.
Yeah.
You want to build that
that's
rage
this week's
up.
session of progression.
Right?
So Cu Chulainn, as far as playstyle in lane, he really likes to be aggressive early. One, because you can apply anti-heal, making it so that someone can't just heal back up off the damage, seeing as how sustain is super important. And he's looking to deal the damage relatively safely to get that transformation off and open up more damage than the health shield and the regen. So he really likes to push at the enemy and be aggressive. At the same time,
Right, you can rage on the first wave.
You should
remember
be
when
able
he
to
first
rage
came
on the
out
first
and you
wave.
could rage and you got all of his abilities?
Yeah,
You
well,
were
that
like,
was only
oh,
changed recently.
Yeah,
That was a recent change.
It wasn't too long ago, huh?
No. So that's what he likes to do. As far as leveling, you're looking to level Barbed Spear and Salmon's Leap over Vent Anger. So you level as 1, then as 2, and then as 3. Typically, you're not looking... you can get away with not taking a Vent Anger in the early game, because when you transform, you're gaining the damage anyways. And you're typically looking for the aggression. So you want it to come up, and you don't want to Vent Anger and drain it. You want to take it before mid-game so that you can manage the rage, so that you can clear your lane, do what you got to do, and then show up into another lane ready for an ability or a little bit of a poke session before transforming.
Mm-hmm. You just
And
want to blink in
looking
there,
for the
hit your
gank that
ult,
way.
and berserk out and destroy them.
Yep. That's the ideal. He's really good at displacement. He's good to play against or off against if you have a more supporting style tank, as far as your guardian, someone who wants to stay a little more backline, because his ability to leap in and transform, the knock-up is good for setup. The health shield in the ult gives him great survivability. He applies anti-heal to help your team get the kills, and with his 3 transformed having that push and his 1 having the root, he does really good jumping in and being the instigator of the fight. So he's good alongside like a Khepri or a Kumba or a Geb, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's something we don't bring up enough.
Fucking hard.
Do what?
He also hits way too fucking hard.
Yeah, he hits really hard.
Yeah, like I said, that healing reduction on his 1 is like overlooked a lot. 50%, that's huge. Jump in there, hit him with your 1, ult him, berserk out, chase him down, kill him. If they try to run away, get in front of them, knock them back into your teammates.
Yep. That's something we don't bring up enough here. I'm going to try to make it a point to do is where they fit a little bit into like team comp, because we talk about their strengths, their weaknesses, and their builds. But also, if you're like I look Cu Chulainn, as I like playing Cu Chulainn in solo, it's good to know like when he's better in a team comp than others. So I think we'll just kind of point out like if someone specifically plays well with or against certain people. That's one of and that's also why he's really strong in solo right now is the anti-heal.
Right. Yeah,
So, God, you know some of his preferred items here? How do you like them?
I like when I'm going to build Glad Shield for them first, just for the sustain. Warrior's Blessing, Glad Shield. Of course, Teleport Glyph first. I like to build some cooldown on them, like maybe a breastplate. Frostbound Hammer works well with them too. I like to slow people down. Pestilence, it'll stack with that anti-heal you have on your wand. Really just depends on who you're laying against in solo.
Yeah, it feels bad when you play against a mage in Soul and you go, like a Chang'e or Terra.
Yeah, right.
And you just build Pestilence.
Yeah, build Pestilence, hit them with your wand. They're not healing anymore. And you just proceed to kill them.
Yeah.
Your healing has no power here.
Yeah. Mana pots are really strong on this guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like to start out with a couple healing pots and maybe a couple multi-potions.
Multi-potions are definitely not bad because they give you 3 health ticks.
Yeah.
2, and then 1 with the healing. So, but, yeah, if you take mana pots on this guy, you're making a mistake, my friend.
That's always good to see. If you're playing against him, Cu Chulainn, and you see mana pots in his inventory at the beginning of the game, you're like, win. Items I like on him that I think are a little overlooked. It goes with Frostbound. Runeforge is a pretty interesting niche pick on him if you get to play him a little more aggressively, more bruiser. Because he's got, 3 or 4 CCs total? He's got 1 on his transformed, 1, 3, and ult, and he's got 1 on his normal ult, so that's 4 CCs. So he can work with Runeforged, depending on how you play him. And again, your team competent if you can get away with it. I know I like to take it when I'm ahead.
CC sort of is. Huh? Is it slow a little bit?
Yeah, it would have to be.
He gets a tremble on his old Berserk form also.
Yeah. So Runeforge can be a fun pickup. Masamune's not bad if you're going for more of a bruiser build. That way you can chase people down a little easier.
Definitely chase him down. Stone of Gaia is a good pick with him.
Fuck it, bud. Build Transcendence, build Haste and Katana, win the game. There you go.
Dan?
Yeah?
You take Bracer, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I take Bracer Sunder because they're the most OP relics in the game.
Oh my god.
So there's a reason I make the joke about Bracer is I had a buddy who was like, oh, it restores mana too, so he heals. I'm like, bro, you don't have mana. He thought Bracer was really strong.
You can't restore lost mana if you didn't use any.
So I like to take Blink with this guy just for the initiation with your ult is huge. You can blink in there, hit your ult, and usually, as long as you got 75 rage, you'll rage out.
Yeah, Blink's really good.
What's most frustrating for me on him is like that 2 seconds it takes to rage out. I'm like, dude, just fucking be the guy already.
I agree. I kind of wish it would go a little bit quicker than that myself. I think that's a little that kind of aggravates me all the time too.
I'm just waiting to smash my buttons and kill people, and I'm like, please, just rage out, please.
And
get angry.
The worst part is when the entire team goes, "Oh, he's raging," and all disappear, and you're like, "But guys, I wanted to play."
Yeah.
Counter building him? I mean, he's a warrior. I don't think there's any particular thing to counter build him. I mean, anti-heal works a bit just to reduce what he's getting out of the ultimate when he transforms for the regen. But I wouldn't specifically look to it to counter him. I think he's a fairly straightforward warrior in that point. You know, if you're a tank, you build physical defense. If you're a squishy, you build beads. And just in pen, yeah. But you definitely look if you beads the knockup when the Cu Chulainn jumps in, you can typically get away because he hasn't transformed yet and he doesn't get the rage, or you get away before he's got the transformation down. And yeah,
you just can't counter him. He's Cu Chulainn. He'll run it if he wants to.
He's the guy. But basically, if you see him and you have the opportunity, just turn and burn him, especially that 3 seconds. A lot of people, when they play Cu Chulainn, they jump in, dump kit, and wait for that transformation. And you've got that 3-second windows where he doesn't have any abilities to just try and burn him down.
Yeah, it's definitely your best time to try to kill him.
You know what I do? I just get confused on which ability is on which button, and then when I figured it out, oh shit, they all just changed. Now they're different abilities. God damn it, which one's which? All right, got it figured out. Oh wait, now they're back the other way.
Yeah, I do like how he's
I'm too old for this shit.
Yeah, I do like that he's an interesting take on the stance swap, because we have quite a few of them in Smite, and with the exception of him and Tyr, they all work the same way. But his being an unconditional stance swap is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Makes him feel unique. He does too much damage.
Yeah, a little too much.
Especially early game.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck yeah, bud.
Yeah, when he level one diving you under your tower for the kill, then walks out, clears wave. I guess.
Oh yeah, he's a good one.
Oh yeah, bud.
So what's the best way to counter him?
We tried
burn
to
him.
talk about that.
Yeah, burn him. I mean,
burn him.
Burn him. Beads counters his ult. Sprint can help you get away. But other than that, you're really looking to turn and burn him, lock him down.
I know when I was playing Chalk, I always did well against him. And that's when I was like, oh, he's so broken. I'm like, I don't know, maybe I'm just not facing people that know how to play him, but
He can't really
never
build
really had
rage
to
as
play
well
it.
when his attack speed's slowed on the wave and stuff, so Chalk's rain is really annoying.
Yeah.
yeah.
Between the heal and the attack
try
speed slow.
I do double slow people a lot with that too when I'm soloing, so that makes sense.
Yeah. Other things that work good is damage mitigation defenses, Warrior's Blessing, and just to reduce the damage from the ticks when he's chasing you. I don't think people will appreciate how much damage Vent Anger does, especially when he's transformed and it's free.
Yeah, I was saying that's when you get that mystical mail just to troll him.
Yeah.
You chase him around with your Vent Anger. That's the only time you level your Vent Anger all the way up is when you're trolling with Cu Chulainn. And you want to buy mystical mail, and you buy speed also, and you just chase him around the map and you kill him. You don't hit him, you just let your Vent Anger do it all.
Yeah. But yeah, beads definitely works. The support should look to lock him down. Yeah, but that's typical of most people. Silencing him actually works really well, especially if you see him leap in and you've got a silence. If you silence him there, you're going to shut him down for a few seconds. It's going to be harder for him to build the rage. And potentially he will transform while he's being silenced or just after, which is going to reduce his kit by half, which is also really good for survivability. So sometimes, especially as like a hunter or a mage that can do it, you really want to look to try to force the transformation on your terms. If you see he's close, just keep poking him and try to force the transformation when he's at range and has to close that distance. Just give yourself a little more time for the transformation to go away.
Yeah, I find that's one of the harder things to do is to manage his anger when you're trying to.
Yeah.
It takes a little practice. Like I said, he's unique. I like him a lot because of his unique, just because of the rage, and there's no other god like him.
Yeah, I hope we'll get some more mages or characters like him that are a bit different. Hera's pretty different. I mean, she's interesting.
So
she's also completely busted now.
Yeah, do they need to give gods a little bit more time when they come out, especially when they think they're underpowered? Give it another week before you go messing with things. Because
seriously, I've been 1v1 by Argus under tower like 14 times in the past 2 days, and I fucking hate it.
Yeah, she was a little underpowered when she released. I think the changes to Argus would have been enough.
I think the leash range was fine. Giving him magic protection, fine.
The health, fine.
And the health, fine. All fine. But as soon as they amped every single ability in her kit and just made it 10 times harder to do anything against her, like, I'm always polymorphed. So what am I honestly supposed to do?
Yeah, that shield she's got now is killer too.
Yeah, the shield is fucking huge.
I played against some really good Heras, like the day or two before the patch came out. I'm like, what the hell am I going to do after she gets buffed? And I play against this guy.
Yeah. I like the slow on the polymorph, but I think they should have taken it away from Argus. Because she's already got 2 slows, and if you take Gemma ISO like a good Hera, They can't walk away, and as long as you keep poking them with abilities, they just won't get away.
Well, Hera's abilities hit so hard. Like, obviously, I'm always a squishy character. I pretty much always play squishy characters.
Guys,
what?
We're supposed to be talking about Cu Chulainn.
No, we're talking about Hera now. Damn it, get with the program.
Shut up. We're talking about broke people.
We gotta answer
there you go.
most
There's the tie. We're
important question.
talking about broke characters.
Gotta answer the most important question about Cu Chulainn.
What?
What's the best skin?
Oh, easily the purple
EU
one.
skin by
Fiendish
far.
Rage? What? Which did you say, Guy?
EU skin by far. Best
No,
skin.
the purple one.
No,
I don't think I have a skin that I really like of his.
Get in
Gotta
the
hop
back.
in
Get
the
in the
purple
backpack.
one.
Get in the backpack.
Get in the backpack.
That one has the best voice lines by far. But purple skin looks cool as shit.
Yeah,
Wasteland looks pretty cool, too.
Wasteland's okay.
The
Yeah, I don't think it
Wasteland
even
was
really
alright.
stick out to me.
Yeah.
Baywatch is kind of funny, but
Yeah,
EU
Baywatch is funny.
EU
Smacking
one's
people
awesome.
with a
He
paddle.
rages out and he's got his hoodie on top of his head, his EU hoodie.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
All right. Well, I think that pretty much wraps up our session of progression here. And as always, feel free to hop over to the Discord and continue said conversation, ask questions, or provide your own feedback on good things to do with Mr. Cu Chulainn, or however the hell you want to say his
Cu
name.
Chulainn.
Cuckoo,
There's all
cuckoo.
kinds of fun stuff with that.
Make your way
But-
out to the big old blue.
Yeah, something like that, right? So, Beagle, what we got for this week's community challenge?
Alright.
Which is tonight, not tomorrow night.
Well, you said it, and I wanted to be sure.
Beagle got
Alright.
excited. I mean, I can watch Supernatural without having to do the podcast while I'm doing that.
Nope.
I don't really
Nope,
mind.
I
Suffer
meant
the
tonight, not tomorrow
consequences.
night.
It's whatever. I don't.
She was all flustered about it too. It was hilarious.
Oh,
She's
I
like,
bet
"Dad
she
never
was.
answered me." I looked. You answered like 10 minutes later, and it was like 3
Yeah, but you
hours
didn't
later.
tag me, alright? I'm not gonna sit there and wait like I have nothing better to do. Cause I was
Just
being
check your
stupid.
phone every like half an hour.
Check
Beagle,
your face.
Beagle. Let's be fair. You don't have anything better to do.
Well, when I'm
Right.
doing school, I
Right.
kinda do.
I did other things during school, and I turned out fine.
When I'm doing school.
When I'm doing the schools.
When I do the schools, I get the maths and the sciences and nerd.
Nerd. Paying
Nerd.
attention in school and shit.
Can I quit?
Pay attention when you're doing the school.
No, Beagle. You
Well,
can't quit school.
According to the first comment we got on one of
Bro.
our YouTube channels, we're all supposed to quit. So, sorry, we're not going to.
Wait, what?
Thanks for the negative feedback. I actually
Is there
always
something I
appreciate
did
it.
not hear about?
Nope, I just brought it up right now. It just happened like 2 hours ago.
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't know
fine.
shit about it.
Not everybody's gonna like us.
No,
I don't expect
I don't like
myself
anybody to
half the
like
time.
me.
Yeah, I don't like Dirt Nap's dad either. He's always out of position.
God, oh man,
I don't like Dan. He's such a nerd.
Dan,
I don't like
the big
myself
one.
either.
It's a big one, isn't it? I'm coming to join you.
This fell apart in a hurry. So, Beagle, how about that community section this week?
So the question was, what are your predictions for God's 99 and 100? First we have Mr. Net. The kits leaked so far don't support it, but I'd like some commonly requested ones, such as Set, Izanagi, or Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ will never be in it because everyone gets too butthurt. Conversation over.
Yeah. It's also not
Yeah.
a pantheon. Not technically, he is a part of God, but not a separate.
He's not even a god. He's just a dude.
He's the son of a god.
He is. If you look at it from the perspective of the Holy Trinity, the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost are the same force, even though he was a different vessel.
That's just dumb.
I mean,
If they're
I
gonna
don't know
put Jesus
anything,
Christ
so-
in, they can't put Jesus Christ. They'd have to put God because he's a god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Period.
We can have
Yeah,
a
no.
superstar,
Set-
Jesus Christ superstar skin. Or,
People would just get so freaking out of
oh,
line.
hell
It'd
yeah.
be
We can have like a
stupid.
South Park Jesus skin.
Hell yeah. Now we're talking. Never mind. I'm in.
Mr. Depp, Set would definitely be cool. I'm actually kind of surprised he hasn't made it into the game by this point. Izanagi, yeah. Izanagi, maybe. He could... She could... I think it's a she. Anyways, because I can't remember off the top of my head, and I'm too lazy to look it up, could definitely fit with, like, the knight or mage, but I think if we look at their wording a little more specifically, it's definitely going to be one of, like, the Indo-European pantheons. So we're likely going to see Celtic or Slavic, I think. But
I'm excited to see who comes out.
Oh my gosh. Alright. Well, shut up! Next answer from Herg. I'm guessing Kratos.
No, you said it wrong.
What was it then?
It's her.
Oh my god.
Got her.
I don't care. He says, I'm guessing Kratos or Set/Horus.
Yeah, Horus would be another good one. The Set/Horus thing. We're going to have to have a word. They're very separate deities.
I really don't have any comment on anyone because I don't really know much about mythology at all. So
That's because you're still doing the school.
I mean, I really didn't know, like, the only reason I ever wanted to play Artemis, for one, is because I did a project on her in 6th grade, so I mean, like...
Yeah, that's awesome.
It was, I thought it was cool, actually. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's freaking awesome, dude. Hermes is an interesting one.
Next answer from... I keep thinking I need to say question, because I'm so used to having guests. So we would say, like, next question from... And then I'm like, wait, what do I say? Next answer, respond.
What is this, Jeopardy?
Alright, anyway, next response from Glaceon or Yuri. I would like leader of the fire giant / starter of Ragnarok, Surt, Norse, as a warrior, and Izanagi from Japanese mythology as a warrior for 99s and 100.
Yeah, we do need more warriors. I'm up for that.
Yeah, we have, like, no good
Please.
warriors.
So that I can finally look at warriors and think, wow, this one might actually be worth the fun of playing. Because none of them are fun anymore. There's 14, and they're all burnt out. They're all either burnt out or bad.
Yeah, I've lost interest in all warriors, really.
Surt could definitely fit the knight aspect as well. Again with Izanagi.
Yeah, and speaking of again, Merc and Zombie coming in with praying for Horus, which that's a pretty cool picture of Horus.
That's a really good picture. That could almost be a Smite sprite. The way it's drawn.
Wait a minute, I didn't see the picture.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
people are getting into this shit or something.
Yeah, dude. There's you go out there in the old Reddit world, and there are a lot of god concepts. There are some fantastic art, and you got some paint art too. But there is some fantastic art out there for some god concepts, and or just skins too at times.
Yeah, Chef Vulcan, baby.
Hey, the community skins that won were really cool.
Yeah,
Can we talk about those at all?
For the Christmas ones?
Yeah, they're sick. Cu Chulainn, fucking Afro.
The Afro, yeah, dude.
We haven't got that far yet.
Hey, I'm just saying. He brought it up.
Alright. Our last response here is from Kilowatt Man.
That's the best.
It's been a while since I went over how to pronounce it, so I already don't even remember.
Just read it.
Shut up!
Read it.
I am.
Say it.
The Egyptian hippo goddess Taweret. I don't even know.
Taweret.
Taweret. I can't say that.
Remember what I told you? Taweret. Taweret.
Taweret. Yeah.
Yay, she did it.
Taweret as a guardian, only because I want to run around as a hippo. That sounds fun.
Yeah, that is the best one of all. Like, look at the picture.
Yeah, I like the
shit is sexy.
Yeah.
So before we get into,
they think my hippo's sexy.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I definitely think that would be a good god. We need more big gods too.
Yeah.
Big old hippo
and
guardian.
definitely just more guardians.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
So before we hop over to the quick section of patch 0.521 update notes, we kind of almost forgot about them.
As in we,
it's
you mean
such a small
as in we, you mean
patch.
Dirt Nap's dad?
Yes, exactly. Totally forgot about them. I was so wrapped up with watching the pro games this week that's what I wanted to talk about. I forgot there actually was still a patch, and that comes out next week. We should probably talk about that a little bit. Maybe. But before we do, so which community challenge are we going with next week? The Wombo combos?
I like
Yeah,
the
sure.
Wombo combos.
I
Do it.
guess we can give them ideas, but
So we want to know there's been a lot of new gods added. We talked about one of the original Wombo combos last week with Kabam, with the Odin and Zeus, but the game's evolved. So when you're like, hey, let's just go for that perfect ultimate Wombo combo, who are you loading up? So give us your answers. Hit us up in the Discord. We'll tweet it out there. We'll other social media it out there, and we want to hear from you. And please don't do it against me in Arena.
Yeah, if you guys got any predictions on the gods coming up?
make
Yuki?
a deal.
Oh, where to start? So
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yuki's the only one that's going to chime in on this one, I think, right?
Yeah. So there's a couple, and one of my windows closed, so rip. There's a couple because I was thinking about it being, a mage and a knight. A lot of people are thinking Arthur and Merlin, which is possible. You could stretch them into like the Celtic pantheon, maybe the Slavic. Oh, that's a little too far north. So that's definitely a possibility. But some ones I was looking up from the Celtic pantheon here is Agnes Og could do it. We could see Arwen could be as a mage. We already have Ardio. Balor would be another one. So there's quite a few from the Celtic pantheon. That would be interesting. And on the Slavic side, there's a couple of really good ones as well. One that'd be interesting, it'd be Zvedovid, who is a four-headed warrior, because that's the thing that has happened.
Forehead warrior? That sounds like weekend.
Four-head warrior.
He would be fucking rolling right now. He would actually be in love. He loves the forehead jokes. And I wish he would have been here for that one.
Yeah. Dazbog from Slavic, he's the Slavic sun god. You can see him as kind of fitting that, sorcerer look. Perun, again, another warrior. And Svarog, God, I just think of a bunch. But I don't know, without any other information, the only other thing I'd be really interested to see is they said that God 100 was going to be announced at Worlds, and either through intention or it happened this way because it took so long for Hera to come out. I don't know if it pushed their schedule out of whack or if it was intentionally done this way. I'm kind of hoping 99 and 100 are going to get released at the same time. We've never had two gods released at the same time. It'd be really interesting to see two come out with like a similar theme.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah. I'd like to see like a Native American pantheon.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to announce a pantheon this year. I mean, they always could, but
I thought they said they weren't going to restrict themselves to pantheons now, though.
Yeah.
So,
which I commend them on, but on the same time, I like it because we're going to see a bigger diversity, which is going to give them some creativity with the kits, as we've seen. But on the same hand, I'm just like, but all the people that are missing. I mean, we've only got Chernobog.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
There's so many good ones.
Well, I'm always looking forward to the new shit coming out. They've been doing really well with the new ones coming out. And speaking of a recent new one,
please release more supports and warriors.
Yes, definitely.
Please,
but
pretty please.
Pele's been making her way onto the scene here, and this Darkblade Pele skin coming out with the patch here. It's pretty hype.
Ooh. Yeah.
Dude, it reminds me of the Scylla skin. Just those blues. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely like. They kind of took like a Paladin's theme with this skin. What's the knife assassin from Paladin?
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about, Dan?
you're right.
Not really.
She was like super fucking broken. For
I
a long time.
can't remember her name. I didn't play enough Paladins to
Yeah,
really
the skin
get their names down.
Yeah, this skin definitely reminds me of this one.
But I know who you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah.
I love the lightning effects on the skin. I think they look really awesome.
Yes, the purple
Yeah.
lightning, right?
And then
Remember something has the purple.
speaking of Paladins, though, did you see the Chalk skin?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
Mm-hmm.
He's
cannot
about to
wait
drop the hammer.
I cannot wait for an Odin Chalk combo with these skins.
Yeah, that skin looks awesome, and the fact that they gave him a hammer instead of an axe is just really cool because it diversifies like not only the skin but like even the weapon he's using.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Definitely looks hype.
Oof! All right, this Artemis skin though. The piggy. I will build 40% cooldown Artemis every game just to have that pig out as much as possible.
Just to see the pig.
Dad,
Just to see
I
the
need
pig.
it. I need
I'm
it.
getting it. I have the gems right now.
Nice. What is it, 900 coming out for that?
Yes.
Usually, yeah.
What?
Doesn't matter. Take my money.
But you get,
You'll
you get a
you'll
lot
see.
for that.
You get a lot more than just that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Then
there's
we
a
got-
lot to it.
Got Curious Critter Ratatasker.
I think
all right.
great.
Oh, this seems like an apology for the Mercury skin. Our bad guys. We're gonna put it on somebody cute instead of whatever we did to that face.
Yeah. But speaking of cute, the next one,
Oh.
Plushy Capri. Adorable.
Oh my god, Avi is gonna go
Gosh,
fucking
I know
mad.
she
Yeah.
I-
Dude, she was on the Patch Note show.
Yeah,
she
she,
was
uh,
loving it.
Yeah, I remember.
She
I
actually
watched.
tweeted
I actually
out.
did watch.
I put a tweet out of our last episode with her on it when this came out, and I said, and she actually commented on it and said, "Oh, it's a good thing I didn't know about this because I would have spilled the beans on the show."
Dude, and it wasn't Dad Bug, but it's got a dad joke.
Yeah.
Check the voice pack out to hear it yourselves, though. I ain't gonna spoil
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I'm gonna put this out there. If anybody out there can so make this happen, please.
Oh, yeah.
I will change the picture on every account I have on the YouTube channel with me with this thing.
Hey,
Please
Grandma,
don't
I
do
need you
that.
to need you to knit me a full size plushy Capri suit.
Oh,
Dude.
now we're talking.
If
You-
someone does that,
HRX
I'll wear it every day
HRX
of my life.
2019. Here I come.
We
Yuki's
can go.
cosplaying Plushy
We
Capri.
can go
If someone
plushy
does that,
Capri
I'll
and
wear it
plushy
every day of my
Ganesha.
life. I will live in that Capri suit.
Oh, it'd be so warm. Fuck
Yeah.
Snuggies.
And we got our Ice Queen Aphrodite here. You can finally be, was it Elsa? All right,
Yeah.
just
You
let it
got
go.
that one.
Right,
I'm
Let
proud
it
of
go.
you. Let it go.
That's
Turn
what everybody
away
was
and
saying.
slam that door.
The,
All right.
the question is anywhere in her voice lines does she say, "Do you want to build a snowman?"
I don't know, but she
I
does
hope
skate around like on ice skates with her emotes.
Yeah.
So that was kind of cool. But
Excuse
Winter's
my
Curse
meowing.
Cu Chulainn.
Yeah,
Yo, dude, this
one's nice.
the look fits so well with that Irish Celtic warrior tradition. That's what it would have looked like, especially during like the Norman invasion. You would have seen the pelts and the browns because there weren't a lot of colors in the clothing in that region. This is just fantastic, on point for lore, and looks sick as shit.
Yeah, I love the Yeti form too. It looks super cool with the snow swirling around it, and the effects
Yeah.
look really sweet.
All right, but the big thing of this patch,
Domination,
the real big thing,
domination.
the
Oh
new
no, I'm
adventure.
not into that. Oh wait, wrong podcast.
Yeah, Dan.
Dan,
get
that's
your
later,
mind
Dan.
out of it. You and Yuki will do that after this show.
Talk about gay bulbs.
I know.
Oh, and it wasn't me this time. I'm so proud of me.
Yep. Corrupted guy, unfortunately.
Yeah.
kids these days.
So, the game mode domination taking classic Joust's place here in the game. This domination was only in season 1, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't remember. I honestly don't, because I don't even think it was in the game when I played PC, so I don't know when I played it.
Yeah,
but I didn't get to play domination.
Yeah, so this is pretty sweet. From what I've seen so far, it's as wonky as it has been remembered for being. Basically, it's a 3-point capture. So there's 3 towers. They're Jinn. The map originally was, bright and blinding light because it was Egyptian and during the day, but they've gone with this night theme. And there are 3 Jinn on the map, and when you capture them, for each one, you take a point every however much often. We'll get to that as we roll through. So we're going to go ahead and read through it here. Capture, kill, defend. Defeat the Sand Guardians to gain control of their capture points. Hold and defend the capture points against the enemy to reduce their tickets. Embark on a celestial adventure. Vie for power against the backdrop of a mystical desert oasis. Battle for dominance at the foot of the time-worn edifice of the Great Pyramid, a monumental creation which is dwarfed only by the celestial bodies which hang over the battlefield. Collect mystic jewels, unlock unique items. Earn mystic jewels from every game of celestial domination you play. Spend mystic jewels to roll the mystic jewels chest. Some chests contain unique items exclusive to the celestial domination events. Mystic Archer Bundle. Mystic Archer Artemis, Mystic Archer Music Theme, Mystic Archer Ward Skin, 5 Odyssey points, 2,500 Mystic Jewels, and 1 gold key.
5 Odyssey points.
This will probably be the... Go ahead.
I said 5 Odyssey points. That's strange.
Yeah, I noticed that was a strange toss-in, but I'll take it.
It's probably meant to be like 500 or 50 or something like that.
No, it's going to be 5.
Get your chest.
Yeah, 5.
Yeah.
Well, is it 5?
Every 5 Odyssey points, you
It's
get an
5.
Odyssey Harris Odyssey
It's
chest.
5.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is 5. All right.
It's just weird for it to be in that bundle.
Yeah.
Well, it's because of when the bundle's coming out.
Yeah.
But this will probably be the first of these adventure bundles I buy this year, which I just hadn't, there's some cool skins for the golden keys, but I haven't been interested in them, so I haven't bought them. But this one I'm going to have to get just for that Artemis skin. Hera's Odyssey, Battleground of the Gods, purchasable items, Darkblade Pele, Righteous Hammer Shock, Hera's Peacock Fountain Skin, bonus item, Hera's Odyssey Pedestal. Project Olympus, wow, it was actually really small this week too. General, the Learn tab has been updated with a VGS guide. Artemis's ability icons have been updated. So, cool VGS guide. I'll have to actually go do that because I know VGS at all.
I heard it's kind of like a mini game almost that they added.
Oh, that's cool.
It's I heard about it on the podcast on the broadcast. Basically, you go in and you get prompted to do a VGS in the game, and you have to do it. And then there's it's 3 strikes, you're out. And I don't know. I don't know if there's actually going to be a high scoreboard, but they said something about it. So.
Oh, great. They're going to tell me to cancel that, and I'm going to be like, I have no idea.
How many buttons is that again? 19? And then Artemis ability icons updated. Cool.
They look nice. I saw them.
Yeah, she's had the same icons since launch, if I'm not mistaken. Miscellaneous this week, or this patch, is Awesome Chess, is getting Hellscape, Kernanos, Nightbane Jingwei, and Half-Life Baron Samdi. Sweet, those are actually pretty good skins all the way around. Fantasy Point Store is getting Eldritch Ra, Harajuku Neath, and Stargazer Anubis. So Eldritch is a really good skin for Ra, and Harajuku Neath.
What 3 skins again?
Eldritch Ra, Harajuku Neath, and Stargazer Anubis.
Oh my
I'm going to
god.
have to get me a new Raw skin.
I'm going to have to start putting
I'm
playing
thinking,
and earn some
I want to
fantasy
get it
points.
just to have it, but at the same time, I have Phoenix, so.
Yeah. And the Godlike chest getting Super Chill Bacchus, Crystal Gaze Medusa, which is awesome, and SPF 666 the Morgan.
We just missed my diesel, man.
Yeah. So all the chests are getting some good skins coming through this time around, which is nice. Bug fixes. General, fix an issue where player stats were not populating on the scoreboard. Skins fix an issue where Moonlit Scout Neath wasn't properly playing her death FX, which we've actually seen. It's pretty funny. UI, fix an issue where the new login screen was not translated into certain languages. Fix an issue. I don't understand why Dan hasn't been playing. He couldn't read the screen. It must have been in English. Fix an issue where banned or suspended players could not see the duration of their punishment. And fix an issue where the quest menu could go off screen on certain resolutions. So that's a PC problem.
Well, I know I don't have problems with being banned a lot, but I know the people I play with, whenever I play with randoms do, because, they're always
The DCs,
toss the report on them.
Yeah.
You rock. Cancel that.
Options
report.
button down to X square. You're muted. All right. Report you after the game.
Yeah. We're going to hop on and report certain apps out of here in a minute. Console updates address an issue where the controller disconnected message appearing during the match lobby and end of match lobby transitions. The likelihood of this issue occurring has been significantly decreased. I don't think I've ever had that problem. Oh, yes.
Decreased, but not fixed. Huh.
Well,
Okay.
We're pretty sure it's fixed most of the way.
Yeah, they're saying it could still happen. God fixes. Artemis fix an issue where God's being grabbed or pulled after being hit by Artemis trap could be placed in an unintended location. Yeah. All the time. Hera fixed an issue where slow immune targets were also being immune to polymorph. They probably should have let that one go until they nerfed her.
Well, I know one thing that was annoying me is I was playing Hera and fucking Loki in his stupid stealth wasn't getting polymorphed out. Like, what the hell? I hit a man invisible with like the shittiest ability in the game to fucking aim. Come on. Give me a break.
Cabrakan wouldn't get polymorphed and then come shit on your face.
Yeah, you come poop on my face. I don't like that.
Yeah. This is big. Item balance. This is really big. Assault. The following items are now allowed in Assault. Soul Eater, Bound Gauntlet, and Gauntlet of Thebes. They gave us the non-stacking, non-kill-based stacking items back. Which is good, because now there's more than one lifesteal item for physicals.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Soul Eater is so huge, because I'm so tired of, like, I don't want to build attack speed, but I need more lifesteal than just Bloodforge.
Like, I have all these items that give me attack speed, but I want lifesteal. But Bloodforge is 2,800, and I have 17. I could get Aussie now, but I'm overcapping and being useless, and then I gotta sell it to get Bloodforge. And
most of the time you need both, though, because you need lifesteal there.
And then Gauntlet of Thebes being let back in is nice, because if you're the only tank, especially if you're not a traditional tank, being able to build Thebes as well as Sov and Heartward can really make a difference if you're a team with all squishies and like you have to build like a Humbot support or something. Just being that much tankier, being able to help your allies be tankier because you don't have the CC, because you don't have the health pool, is nice.
Yeah, I like that they're giving this back.
Yeah. God balances. Chronos, general, increased base health from 370 to 400, increased per level health from 70 to 75. Apparently he was too squishy.
I'm really not excited to see him with more health.
Yeah, it's a little bit. It'll make it.
Yeah, but I mean, he already one-kits me late game. I don't need him to be harder to kill.
Yeah.
I like that because I think he's someone I want to start playing again, because I didn't talk about that game, but I actually had a really good game as him a few days ago. I was hitting every ability. It was amazing. Like, I don't do this that often. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, when you're on with Kronos, it's awesome. Kronos gets I'd say is a pretty big bump to his ult. Wild Hunt, polymorph targets are now slowed by 20%.
Yeah,
they did this to keep...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Because they cheated to Hera.
Yeah. I want to keep polymorph as a similar thing, yeah.
So that's pretty big for Kronos. Because Wild Hunt didn't do a whole lot.
Yeah, it really didn't do much before, because, they just kind of ran away as pigs instead. It was...
It was kind of funny, though.
Yeah. But now they're slowed. I remember several times I'd ult a group of people, and they would run away as they are supposed to, and then they lived because I couldn't catch them.
Yeah, it'll be a lot more useful for him. I think we'll see him a lot more once that comes through.
I think it's like he's like another one that's hard to balance. I still think he needs a couple more changes before, like, we'll see a little more of him because now his ult has a stronger utility to it. But
Yeah.
I
This
think he's
next
going to
one,
be
though.
like old Freya. Yeah, Erlong Dong, Celestial Howling Dog, Howling Celestial Dog. Decrease max health percent damage from 2% to 1% per hit.
Yay.
Thank God.
Yes. Thank you.
Doesn't
This
sound
is-
like much, but if you think about it, they're cutting it in half.
Yeah, it's also a reasonable nerf, considering that he still gets the 15% basic attack damage. So that's good. I think he's still going to be strong. I just don't think he's going to be. Why is he eating my face in at level 1?
Yeah.
Good old
Fenrir.
Fenrir getting some reduced mana costs here across the board, huh?
Yep. Unchained, decreased mana cost from 60 scaling 85 to, or 65 scaling 85 to 60 scaling 80. This is good. He needed it. His mana costs are still actually fairly expensive. So he also gets it on Seething Howl, decreased mana cost from 60 scaling 80 to $60 ranks. That's really big. That 20 cost off there at the end is nice. And then his Brutalize, decreased mana cost from 70 to 90 to 60 to 80. They should just reduce this to 10 at all ranks because you can't ever stick to anybody anymore.
Not many. I got into playing them there for a bit, and I'm like, I'm tired of this. I don't follow anybody.
Yeah.
So funny when you
You
brutalize,
just-
you drag them into the tower. I love doing that shit.
Freya
It's like they don't even know to cancel it. It's like, okay.
nerf. Northern Lights decreased base damage from 50 scaling to 210 to 40 scaling to 200. 10 power at all ranks. Nobody's going to care.
No,
Nobody's going to care
still
about that.
gonna melt your face.
The Mercury, because this is what Mercury needed to get balanced. Fastest God Alive, which is his passive. Reduced power charge per passive stack from 0.1% to 0.08%. 50% power. That 50% physical power increase down to 40% physical power increase. Golden Blade's still a thing, doesn't matter.
Yeah, but it'll make his initial clear like way worse because
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
I don't think he'll be able to one-shot the camps running up to them anymore, maybe, with that.
Maybe.
Because usually he would have his full passive bar, which would give him the extra 50%, but maybe with the 40 he won't be able to. Or maybe it'll take 2 basics to kill it, you know, give it some fairness to the other assassins.
I don't think it's going to help too much. But they're trying not to mess with what makes Mercury Mercury, which is his stupid ass I can proc Golden Blade off of an ability.
Well, they're basically just waiting till after Worlds to do.
Yeah.
Big
I think we're going to see some interesting buffs and nerfs after Worlds.
Yeah. Well, we usually do. That's when the fun stuff happens.
Yeah. Maybe tanks can matter.
No.
Yeah, you're right. It's
That's no fun, Yuki.
I think this coming season is the best opportunity there's been in 3 years to maybe actually see tanks become tankier and do less damage, like across the board.
And honestly, I think that would really bring the game into a really good balance. I think that's what they're missing right now, is just having tanks do a little less damage and be a little bit more tanky. And
Yeah,
I think Season 6 has an opportunity here to really be the best balanced season. Because 5's been pretty solid.
Yeah.
Not quite there, but pretty solid. And now I think that they've got it balanced to the point where, you know, you have a lot of flexibility. Now, if they just fix the tanks a little bit, I think they could be pretty spot on.
Yeah, it seems like every year they kind of work the kinks out of a class. Like Season 3 was Hunters, they worked the kinks out of that. And then, you know, Season 4 saw a lot of the Warriors. 5, you know, was definitely mages this year in the burst damage. But like, it just feels bad when there's a Hunter or specifically a mage a level lower than you as a support building full tank and you just get nuked. It's like, why do I exist?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then there's times where I'm just like, I'm just tanking the hell out of stuff and, you know, nothing's hurting me.
My problem with
I
that
don't
is
know.
it only happens when you're ahead. I feel like a tank should matter whether he's ahead
the
or
time.
behind.
Yeah, and like he
Maybe
shouldn't
not
be like
too behind,
unstoppable.
but, like-
Yeah, he shouldn't be unstoppable at like a level below you, but he should be relevantly tanky, unless they built something stupid or something. Just because, I mean, and it's not like, and again, a support can't go farm the jungle by himself for some XP.
Yeah.
It just takes too long.
Well, we shall see. So
Yeah,
that's
we
going to
shall
go
see.
ahead. That's the end of patch notes. That's the end of the show, folks. It's been 2 hours.
Oh, that's copyrighted.
Aw.
Give you something to do.
What? Edit that out.
It's
Y'all gonna have
fine.
to pretend
we didn't go
Yuki's
over
saying
30
there.
seconds. It's fine.
All right. Well, anyway, Yuki, how can folks get a hold of you?
You can find me on Twitter at YukiGaming22. Come say hi. You can find me on the old PlayStation Network at Ryukotse_Yuki. Come find me and call me an asshole.
How about you, Dan?
You can find me on PlayStation at DirtXNapXDan. You can find me on PC at DirtNapDan with no extra characters. And you can hit me up on the official Split Push Podcast Twitter at Split Push Podcast with no A.
Hey.
Guy?
You can find me on Twitter at GSmitey. You can find me on PlayStation Network at GuyAJ78. And you can find me on Xbox at GuyAllSmitey.
And the Beagle.
You can find me on Twitter at Beagle_Girl27, or you can hit me up on PlayStation at Beagle_Girl2780. Send me a message when you're in the podcast.
Or you can find her in the kennel if she's been bad.
Bad beagle. Bad. Or at
Just
school,
remember-
because she's a good beagle.
We're doing school.
Her secret is that she's always angry.
Hey,
Ain't that the truth?
Beagle,
much.
I got a question for you real quick.
Yeah?
In the bottom left of your screen, where it says audio position, are the numbers still ticking?
Oof.
What?
Are you still recording?
I wasn't going to come out and say it. I wanted her to think
Yes.
about it. Yeah.
Woohoo!
You did
Promise.
it!
I
Yay.
was checking it throughout the entire
Dan.
time, alright? I
Hey,
was
Dan.
not about to let that happen again.
Are you still recording?
Fuck
Oh,
it,
no,
bud.
it's
Who
not.
cares?
All
I'm
right.
good, I
you-
promise.
You can find DirtNapsDad here on the PlayStation and the Twitter at dirt_naps_dad. You can find me occasionally over on Twitch by adding an _PS4 there. You can email us at community@splitpushpodcast.com. And, you follow us on all the podcast platforms out there. Yell at us, hey, we're getting our hate messages here on YouTube already. High five. I knew that was coming because
Hell yeah.
you always hear the, oh, you guys are so horrible. You're so dumb. Make myself feel better about me now.
You make me want to blow up a
I want to
children's
know
hospital.
one video. I want to read it.
Yeah. I mean, seriously, you're making, terroristic threats. That's a good life skill, buddy. High five.
Oh,
But-
thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate
Hey, if
that.
I made someone make a terroristic threat, I'm proud of myself.
Yeah. But hey, we do not condone or appreciate anybody actually doing any terroristic threats. It's a bad idea. You're probably going to get hurt at some point in that process or in the incarceration process after the fact. Meet Bubba.
So
Yeah, you meet
you should
Bubba's
just hit
gay
me. You
bolt.
should just hit mute and yell at the TV.
Yes, that's best. Hit mute.
Oh my god,
Alright.
this comment though. That's so
Yes.
mean. What the
Yes,
fuck?
it is.
That's my question.
It was all because you didn't record yourself. That's what it was. There it is.
Probably.
You hit the
Probably.
pause
Whatever.
button, Beagle. Good
I don't
job.
care. People like them are just pathetic.
All right.
So,
This is just
whatever.
giving me more crap to edit now. Let's get out of here. All right, folks.
Alright.
When it comes to dirt naps, you got to give them before you take them.
Hey, you said it
Are
right.
you sure?
Yeah. And when
There you
all else
go.
fails,
Split
push.
And rage out.
And jump off a bridge.
Hop in the backpack.
Whimper in a corner.
Oh, 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 oh.